वेलकम टू लेक्चर नंबर 21 सेगमेंट नंबर 1। अभी तक हमने ऑडिटिंग में ऑडिटर पे फोकस किया है, एक्सटर्नल ऑडिटर पे फोकस किया है, उसकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़ पढ़ी हैं, उसके फंक्शंस पढ़े हैं। हमने इंटरनल ऑडिटर पे फोकस किया है, उसकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़ पढ़े हैं, उसके फंक्शंस पढ़े हैं, उसकी रोल पढ़ा है। हमने ऑडिट कमेटी की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़ पढ़ी हैं। हमने चीफ एग्जेक्टिव ऑडिट जो है उसकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़ पढ़ी हैं। मैनेजमेंट का बीच में हमने जिक्र तो किया है, बट वी हैव नॉट क्लियरली डिस्कस द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ मैनेजमेंट. So in this lecture, I'll tell you about the responsibility of the management when it comes to the audit and the auditing process. You all know about the agency theory. Management जो होती है, it works on behalf of the shareholders, जो company के owner होते हैं, and it runs the company on behalf of the shareholders. Now, what is the objective of the audit of financial statements? Objective होता है to expression of an opinion on the fairness with which they present in all material respects, financial position, result of operations, cash flow in accordance with the gap या जो भी उनका financial framework implement हुआ होता है, जो भी legal framework होता है उस country का, उसके हिसाब से. The auditor's report is the medium through which he expresses his opinion, or if circumstances require, disclaims an opinion. तो auditor जो होता है वो अपनी auditor report के through अपना opinion देता है, जिसमें आपने audit opinion में ये detail में पढ़ा हुआ है. In either case, he states whether his audit has been made in accordance with accepted accounting standards and auditing standards or not. These standards require him to state whether, in his opinion, the financial statements are presented in conformity with generally accepted accounting principle, and to identify those circumstances in which such principles have not been consistently observed in the preparation of the financial statements of the current period in relation to those of the preceding period. Now, what role can management play in improving this audit process and improving the quality of the auditing? It is a question that has been largely ignored since the financial crisis of 2008. As you all know, we had a global financial crisis in 2008, which is called GFC 2008. After that financial crisis, the emphasis on the role of the auditors, the role of the management was not discussed a lot, but management does play an important role, as I'll tell you later, how they can contribute to a good audit and to a good audit result. The reality is that the auditor can only audit the information provided by the management. As I've told you many times, ऑडिटर को जो इन्फॉर्मेशन दी जाती है, उसको जो फाइनेंशियल रिपोर्ट्स मिलती हैं, वो तो उसको इन रियलिटी मैनेजमेंट की तरफ से ही मिलती हैं, विच मीन्स दैट मैनेजमेंट इज़ रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर मेकिंग ऑल द फाइनेंशियल रिपोर्ट्स विद इन एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, एंड दोज फाइनेंशियल रिपोर्ट्स आर देन यूज्ड बाय द ऑडिटर फॉर द ऑडिटिंग पर्पस. A more robust and inclusive approach is needed to improve audit quality. Audit quality is most strengthened when the auditor, the audit committee and management, which is called the three-legged stool, work together. जैसा audit quality को improve करने के लिए auditor, audit committee और management तीनों के बीच में harmony is very important. अगर ये तीनों जो separate आपकी entities हैं, if all these entities work together, synchronize their activities, so you can come up with a very good audit. The financial statements are management's responsibility. तमाम financial statements जो हैं वो management की ही responsibility होती हैं. जो auditor की responsibility होती है वो होती है to express an opinion on the financial statements. Management is responsible for adopting sound accounting policies and for establishing and maintaining internal control that will, among other things, initiate, record, process and report transactions as well as the events and conditions consistent with management's assertions embodied in the financial statements. अब मैनेजमेंट ही रिस्पॉन्सिबल होती है फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट्स को अडॉप्ट करने में, फाइनेंशियल फ्रेमवर्क को अडॉप्ट करने में, लीगल फ्रेमवर्क को अडॉप्ट करने में और उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करने में. The entities, transactions and related assets, liabilities and equities are within the direct knowledge and control of the management. जो तीन आपके अकाउंटिंग की इक्वेशन के तीन सतून हैं, assets, liabilities and equity, वो उनका डायरेक्ट नॉलेज इज ऑलवेज विद द मैनेजमेंट, उनका कंट्रोल इज ऑल्सो विद द मैनेजमेंट. द ऑडिटर्स नॉलेज ऑफ दीज मैटर्स एंड इंटरनल कंट्रोल इज लिमिटेड टू दैट एक्वायर्ड थ्रू द ऑडिट. ऑडिटर को जो इसमें नॉलेज मिलता है, जो उसको वो ऑडिट करके उसको नॉलेज वो रिट्रीव करता है, वो ऑडिटर को अपना नॉलेज मिलता है. बाकी तमाम इंफॉर्मेशन मैनेजमेंट ही एट द एंड ऑफ द डे ऑडिटर को प्रोवाइड करती है. Thus, the fair presentation of financial statements in conformity with accounting principles is an implicit and integral part of management's responsibility. It means fairness of reports जो हैं, जो adoption of accounting principle हैं, वो management की responsibility में आते हैं. The independent auditor may make suggestions about the form or content of the financial statements or draft them in whole or in part based on information from management. यहाँ पे आप देखेंगे दोबारा information management से ही auditor को मिलती है. However, the auditor's responsibility for the financial statements he or she has audited is confined to the expression of his or her opinion on them. लिहाजा ऑडिटर अपने ऑडिट ओपिनियन के लिए जो मटेरियल यूज़ करता है, जो इनपुट लेता है, दैट इज़ फ्रॉम द मैनेजमेंट. What does audit quality mean to the management? अब ऑडिट क्वालिटी जो है, ये मैनेजमेंट की नज़रों में इसकी क्या अहमियत है, इसकी क्या सिग्निफिकेंस है. What makes a quality audit? The answer depends on the stakeholder and how involved they are in the audit process. For example, management is likely to link quality to efficiency. If the quality of your audit is good, so management will and should link it to the efficiency and effectiveness of its role, of its performance. While regulators focus largely on evidence of compliance with auditing standards. तो depend करता है कि कौन ऑडिट क्वालिटी को कैसे लेता है, वो स्टेक होल्डर की नेचर पे डिपेंड करता है. मैनेजमेंट उसको अपनी परफॉर्मेंस के अप्रेजल के तौर पे देखेगी कि इफ़ द ऑडिट हैज़ गॉन वेल, द मैनेजमेंट विल से दैट आवर परफॉर्मेंस, आवर एफिशिएंसी, आवर इफेक्टिवनेस इज़ गुड. Now, how can management contribute to the audit quality? इसमें काफ़ी रिसर्च हुई, काफ़ी इन्वेस्टिगेटिव अप्रोच यूज़ की गई. उसमें जो मेजॉरिटी ऑफ रिस्पोंडेंट्स हैं, विच इज़ इक्वल टू ऑलमोस्ट 84%, रिपोर्ट दैट एज मैनेजमेंट्स इन्वॉल्वमेंट इन द ऑडिट इंक्रीजेस, सो टू डज द क्वालिटी ऑफ द ऑडिट. जैसे जैसे मैनेजमेंट की इन्वॉल्वमेंट ऑडिट प्रोसेस में बढ़ती गई, उसके साथ साथ जो ऑडिट की क्वालिटी है वो भी इम्प्रूव होती रही, विच शोज़ दैट मैनेजमेंट कैन प्ले अ वेरी इंटीग्रल पार्ट इन इम्प्रूविंग द quality of the audit. Further research was conducted to understand successful practices to strengthen the audit process. The good practices identified fell into three key areas. Number one area है to optimize management's processes to support the audit. Now, how can you optimize the management's processes? The better management establishes and executes its own internal processes for planning, managing and supporting the audit, and smoother the audit is likely to run. These processes may include clearly defining and communicating team roles. अब management अपने end पे audit quality को कैसे improve कर सकती है, अपना contribution कैसे इस audit quality में दे सकती है. नंबर वन है टू मैनेजमेंट प्रोसेस अपने ऐसे बनाए कि वो ऑडिट को सपोर्ट करे, जिसमें आपका पहला है clearly define and communicate team roles. It should delegate responsibility to all members involved in supporting the audit. Management के हर बंदे को clearly पता होना चाहिए कि वो उसने audit को किस capacity में और किस तरीके से support करना है. Having a schedule to support timely responses to auditor request. अगर auditor को request करता है तो management should be ready to give answers immediately and give correct answers. To hold internal planning meetings to prepare for the audit. Management अपने end में it should be fully prepared. It should have in-house meetings to do preparation for the audit. To hold meetings during and after the audit to seek feedback and improve the audit process in the future. अब management जब audit process है, management ने उससे feedback भी लेना है, then it should use that feedback to improve its performance. For example, if the feedback is negative, it will tell the management which areas need to be addressed. So the management should work on those areas. So this is one another responsibility of the management, that it should take the feedback in a positive manner and try to improve its performance. Then the management should try to deepen the planning between auditor and management. Valuable information can be provided to the auditor during the planning phase of the audit to help set the audit up for the success. Management has an intimate understanding of its entity and environment in which it operates and can provide insights with respect to risk and any significant changes that have occurred during the year. It means when the audit planning is going on, there should be a liaison between the management and the auditor, liaison between the management and the audit committee, so that management at the end of the day has the best knowledge of the environment in which the entity operates, the framework which the entity follows. So if the liaison is good, it can give a very positive input to the auditor to improve the audit process. Even though the overwhelming majority of respondents agreed their auditors had a solid understanding of the entity's financial reporting risk, some respondents felt their auditors' priorities did not always align with the risk areas identified with the management. इसका मतलब ये है कि मैनेजमेंट ने अगर अपने एंड पे कोई रिस्क आइडेंटिफाई किए थे, तो ऑडिटर की जो प्रायोरिटीज़ थी वो मे बी इन लाइन विद दोस रिस्क नहीं थी. इसकी एक रीज़न ये हो सकता है कि लाइजॉन वीक था बिटवीन दी मैनेजमेंट एंड दी ऑडिटर, या मैनेजमेंट वाज मे बी unable to correctly give its and convey its message to the auditor, or maybe the auditor did not clearly understand what the management was trying to say. Third one is enhanced communication between auditor and management. Now, how can the communication between the auditor and management be enhanced? It can be done by establishing a transparent relationship with two-way ongoing communication throughout the audit. It builds greater engagement on part of the management and may further support an effective, efficient and higher quality audit, benefiting both management and the auditor. When you enhance the communication between the auditor and the management, so it should be a two-way communication, जिसमें management भी अपने end पे feedback दे, auditor भी अपने end पे input देगा, and it will be beneficial for both the management and the auditor. Now, how will it be beneficial for the management? It will be beneficial for the management as it will be able to clearly discover and identify the areas in which it needs to improve, and the auditor will be able to clearly understand the internal control mechanism, the financial framework, how the company operates, the financial statements, and then the auditor will be in a much better position to give the correct audit opinion. Now, this is the end of segment number 1. Segment number 2 mein we will do two ISAs which are linked to the responsibility of the management. So that is all for segment number 1.